Council. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Here.
Hill?
Here.
Mingus?
Here.
Sutherland?
Here.
Mayor Call?
Here.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please rise for the invocation. Remain standing for the pledge.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and every day that you give us. As we gather in this Christmas season, we pause to honor the true reason for the season, the birth of Jesus Christ. We ask that the spirit of this holy time fill our hearts with renewed hope, guiding our work and our community toward a future of grace and purpose. May your blessings rest upon this meeting and all who are present. We pray for a new year defined by prosperity, not only in our endeavors, but in our kindness toward one another and our shared commitment to the common good. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the minutes, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the minutes of the regular meeting held on December 2nd, 2025, and the minutes of the special meeting for a working session held on December 2nd, 2025 be approved as printed.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. Okay, under communications, exciting night for us. We love doing this every year. Is a presentation by the East Peoria Beautification Commission announcing the winners of the Christmas Splendor Contest. So with that, Miss Festival of Lights Queen or Teresa, whoever's going to speak, or Ty, are you? Okay, you're just running the show. Welcome.
Thank you. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I stutter a lot, so.
You'll be fine.
You hope. So I just want to thank Mr. Mayor and the members of the City Council for having us here tonight. Also, thank you for everyone who entered the Festival of Lights Christmas Splendor Contest. There is a school Christmas program tonight, so a few of the winners could not be here to join us, and they will pick up their ornaments at Eastside at a later date. So, the winners for the business entries, the first place business is 1207 East Washington Street, and that is Twisty Treat.
Very good.
Our second place business is 2320 East Washington Street, Avanti's Italian Restaurant. Okay. And the winners for the traditional entries, first place traditional, 105 Lewis Court Street, Tom and Carla Christensen. Second place traditional, 106 Lewis Court Street, Christina and Mark Masters.
Hey, just real quick, obviously we have a couple neighbors here, so that was some pretty stiff competition, huh?
We got a little neighbor feud going on.
Okay. Well, they both look outstanding.
Okay. The winners for the festive inflatable entries, our first place winner is 109 Cotton Lane, Rich and Connie Orton. Second place, festive inflatables, 100 Wheeler Court, Stephanie Turbot. The winners for the Felipe Christmas entries, first place Felipe Christmas entry was 113 LaSalle Drive, Toby and Sarah Knowles. Second place is 1000 Fond du Lac Drive, Tammy and Stephen Boyd. And the winner for our neighborhood entry is Lewis Court Neighborhood, Christina and Mark Masters.
Very good.
And then the winner for our spirit entries is 1501 Highview Road, Jonathan and Cassandra Osborne. And I just want to say thank you again to the City of East Peoria. Oh, thank you again from the City of East Peoria, the Beautification Committee, and happy holidays.
Thank you. Just on our behalf, thank all of you for cheering up our community and being as festive as you are, from the businesses to the residents. So, you know, what I like to see, you know, you go back to the beginning of the Festival of Lights, and I know I've seen a lot of public comments where people really wish we could see more lighted displays, you know, throughout town. Back when the Festival of Lights was, you know, just kicking up here in East Peoria, all the businesses used to light up. There used to be a lot more light displays on residents. So I just appreciate the fact that you guys still do that and bring a little holiday cheer to our community. It means a lot. So thank you all, and congratulations on these awards. So thank you for joining us. And you guys don't have to stay for the boring stuff if you don't want to. You're not going to hurt our feelings, but you're more than welcome. Anyway, we'll move on to... What's that? Yeah, that's all right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we'll move to public comments. Anyone wish to make any comments to the council on an agenda item? Please step forward. And I'm seeing none. Very good. Commissioner Hill, I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a consent agenda consisting of items numbered 1 through 5. Item number 1, adoption of resolution number 2526-083, resolution to approve payment of scheduled bills listed on schedule number 15 in the amount of $4,720,793.31. Item number 2, adoption of resolution number 2526-075 on its second reading. Resolution approving renewal of property casualty and liability insurance coverage and workers' compensation and cybersecurity insurance coverages. Item number 3, adoption of resolution number 2526-076 on its second reading. Resolution approving service agreement for employee assistance program for city employees. Item number 4, adoption of resolution number 2526-077 on second reading. Resolution approving purchase of interview room equipment for new police station and new tasers. Item number 5, adoption of resolution number 2526-074 on second reading. Resolution approving the purchase of water meters from Midwest Meter, Inc. in the amount of $37,710 for the Public Works Water Department as listed on the agenda for this meeting to be considered by omnibus vote.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that items numbered 1 through 5 listed on the consent agenda be hereby approved and adopted, and items numbered 2 through 5, having been read once by their title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. Commissioner, before you start on the regular agenda items, just in full disclosure, item number, the approval of resolution number 2526-082, which is the resolution approving the purchase of a motor engine replacement for fire ladder truck number 1 for East Peoria Fire Department, will be pulled, and that will be brought back at the next meeting. We don't quite have all the numbers put together for that item. So that item will be pulled this evening. All right, Commissioner, back to you.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move you that the ordinance number 4882, here to attach, annual tax levy ordinance for the city of East Peoria, Illinois for the fiscal year from the first day of May AD 2025 to the last day of April AD 2026, having been read once by its title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Again, this is the second reading, the tax levy for, well, I'm going to say next year. It's for this year, but paid in the next year. We talked about it at our last meeting in depth, or at least maybe a little more in depth. The city council, this council has been strong on holding and looking for ways to hold, if not even reduce. And we've chosen to hold our tax amount to the same amount as last year's $5,914,035. And what that effectively does with new properties coming on the tax roll, as well as the assessed value that has been provided from the Tazewell County Assessor, that means we've effectively will reduce our tax rate. And we've had the same tax rate. We've talked about it. And again, I guess I haven't went back and maybe even asked staff. I've said for the last 30 years. I know for the last 6, we've held that tax rate either equivalent or lowered it. In the last 2 years, we've lowered the tax rate for the city. And one thing I do like to remind our residents is that our tax rate is one of 10. So when you look at your tax bill, and if your tax goes up, please look at your tax bill to see whose tax rates are maybe going up on that tax bill, but we're only one of 10. So the tax levy that's in front of us will hold at last year's level, which was the previous year as well, 2023, and will effectively lower the tax rate for our citizens in East Peoria.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4883 here to attach an ordinance authorizing a special use for ground mount solar on property located at 129 Meadow Avenue in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Be accepted on its first reading as read by title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Okay. I don't know if anybody looked at it in detail or did a site visit. This particular ground solar is the petition of Tiffany Harrison of Freedom Forever. It's 129 Meadow, and if you didn't go by and look at it or look it up on Google Maps or our GIS system, it is right adjacent to the Burger Barge. So this property, being an older property, is long, and I don't say narrow, but long. The proposed solar panel ground mount is going to be at the rear of the property as it's been presented to the ZBA. And again, one of the things I want to mention, the commercial property, which is the Burger Barge, there's no windows on that side from an aesthetic standpoint. It'll be behind the house. The house to the other side of the property has multiple structures. And again, this is all the way to the back of the property. The ZBA voted 7-0 to recommend the project, and there was no one at the property or no one at the ZBA meeting that opposed the plan that was proposed at the ZBA meeting. One of the things I looked at the plan is 244 feet from the front property line, so it's back there. Most of us don't have properties that deep, but in this particular case, this lot is, say, beneficially pointed in the right direction and able to put it back where visually it will be seen by very few, if any. So that's what we have in front of us today, and I'll leave it at that.
Commissioner, I looked at that. There's no neighbors in the back either, right?
No, it's a levy.
No,
It's a
that's-
levee, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
thank
right.
you.
Yep, to the rear of the property is the Farmdale Creek, yep, and then over that is the railroad track, rail yards, before you even get into
what I
the,
thought.
yeah.
Thank you.
Any discussion?
Mayor, I have concerns over this, as I do with most ground-mounted solar. Having said that, those that we've had in the past have either been in the commercial district or they have had opposition from neighbors that were surrounding. So my understanding with this one, they've had no opposition. I did drive by it, I looked, and you can see it if you are in front of it, stare straight back there, or if you look for it. I still do have concern, but I weigh that with people's right to their property and no opposition that I know of from neighbors, that I am going to vote yes for this tonight.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
Have all present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4884 here to attach, an ordinance authorizing a special use for property located at 105 Hawthorne Avenue to expand a non-conforming structure on the property located in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, be accepted on its first reading as read by the title, and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Well, this property, my very first home was on the street, North Hawthorne. The former location of
J&J Top.
J&J Topper. So I have one question. Is the petitioner here tonight? Ty? Okay. Because, the one question I had, and it had to do with what I just said, the former location of J&J Topper, so the intended use of this property, because what's being asked for is a considerable size expansion of the property. And it's a unique pie-shaped property, and they have the space to come out, and I forgot the size of it now. Don't have that right in front of me. But
42 by 80.
What's that?
42 by 80
Okay.
is the addition.
If you looked at the drawing in the plan, again, I drove by it for years and still drive by it today. So it's going to be perpendicular to the existing building. They're going to reskin the building, is my understanding, based on the presentation, to make it all consistent. And they're going to add a little bit of concrete, so that, because again, the plan had several doors on both sides of the new structure. So the one thing I didn't know was the intended use, seeing that they moved out of our city.
So the proposed use is they do power washing, they've got a lighting, so they do a couple of different varieties of businesses that they're involved in. And the drive-through doors are designed to just do that they can come through the building. So they're going to add hard surface in addition to what's already existing.
Because again, the zoning board, in this case, 7-0, recommended with the following conditions. One of the things that, I guess, it's not up to us, and whether they get a cut in, I'm not even sure, onto Route 150, which is really an IDOT decision, so that they are pursuing that with them.
Yes.
Okay. So it could restrict their use of the property in the event that they don't get on the meadow side. They would have to back out. But the ZBA voted 7-0 in this particular case for recommended approval for the expansion. Again, the addition may be, reskin the existing building, pave the areas, and install the landscaping when weather permits. So that's what we have in front of you today, and it seems appropriate for this building, considering the size and the location of everything that as it exists today.
Very good. Any discussion?
Ty, do you know, I know it's 9 feet from the right of way. Do you know how far it is from Meadows?
It was still something like 30, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's about 30
it's
feet
set
from the
back.
edge of pavement.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Fortunately, it's not like the other way. I was somewhat concerned about obstruction when cars come up to the stop sign, but I don't believe that would be the issue.
No.
Looking left, it'll be clear, and then looking right, obviously, they wouldn't have to worry about it, so.
Yeah. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4888, here to attach an ordinance authorizing special use for multifamily use on property located at 500 Centennial Drive in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, be accepted on its first reading as read by its title, and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
We have Accolade EP Rentals LLC asking for a special use to allow multifamily redevelopment. As most of you know, it was a senior living facility prior to this and has been zoned R5, which is, again, senior living facilities. But in our code, when we developed that senior living facility code, We also allowed, under a special use, so a special use being that where it goes to the ZBA, it's also, I'm going to say, exposed to the public so that the details of any use outside of the, in this particular case, the senior living, would come in front of the zoning board as well as the city council. And so that's what we have in front of us today. Is there anything additional, Ty, you would like to include? Well, I was going to say something about the parking that was listed in the information that we got. Because originally, they started building some parking out back. And one thing with the information we got, with the changing of the configurations and their offerings, the parking, they didn't need as much parking as they originally did when they were probably going to have studios and one-bedrooms, and but now changing their offerings, the space that they have, and the question I really have for Ty, is the space, some of that new development, some of the new parking space out back satisfies their requirements for 1.5 spot per unit.
It does, and they are, with the current proposal, a little overparked, but one of the things that they shared with the zoning board at the meeting was that they intend to look for some complementary uses in the one-story portion. So this would be largely amenities that would be beneficial to the residents there of the apartments, but could also be accessed by members of the public. And thinking of things like daycare, a potential use for like a dog grooming facility, that sort of thing. That they have some aspirations as the facility builds out. It would make sense to have those amenities there. So the additional parking, the over parking right now for that ratio would likely go to that. But right now they do have ample parking spaces for the units proposed.
Okay.
Open it up for discussion, Commissioner Decker? I'm not sure.
Dave, the owners, are you, anybody here, you're with the, is it okay to ask questions?
Yeah,
of
if
them?
you don't mind, sir, stepping up to the mic, or whoever, which, both of you, yeah, that's fine.
Good evening, Lee Ulster on behalf of the petitioner, and this is Liz Rooney, the petitioner's
Yeah,
manager.
Kim Rooney.
Kim Rooney, sorry, Kim, sorry.
Okay.
3 letters, it's fine.
Yeah.
Representing Mathen.
Okay, go ahead.
Just, can you tell us a little bit about your idea, your vision, what you have planned for the property?
Go ahead, Kim.
Sure. So we'll be redesigning it to multifamily. As you can see in the proposal, the amended proposal will be consolidating 100 of the units down to 50. So that would make it from studios to 3 bedrooms. So we feel like that will more accommodate the market, more like what if we were to design it from scratch, the building that we would do.
That's what I was wondering. You're making them larger, so my feel was it was for more family, hoping that we'd have more families come into the space. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, more desirable to a variety of different residents. I mean, we'd be welcome to anyone. There's a lot going on in this community, from students to businesses, so we want to be able to appeal to everyone.
Do you have other properties in the area?
We do not.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, I just had a short conversation with Ty Livingston when he came in, that I sewer and water commissioner, and we have a sewer main on your proposed parking lot when the whole building was being rehabbed, and part of it is not yet, that it may affect our maintenance. And we're getting ready to line that sewer here shortly, so the lining should, the way I understand it, should last 50 to 75 years. So I'm not too worried about the sewer as much as I am the water retention ponds that are back there. So I think that when you guys do decide to grow into the other building that you're not going to be working on yet, we need to really sit down and take a look at that.
I believe that the proposal can include some conditions related to the retention area, correct?
It does, and we've talked to the project engineer as well, too, so there's awareness of making sure that we address those issues.
I mean, there's not like a lot of water that comes between there and the road, but those 3 or 4 inch rains, and you're at the peak of that hill right there, and it does gather up, and it's a maintenance issue. So we'll have to be a little bit, my guys are going to have to be a little bit and female employees are going to have to be a little bit more conscious of walking the sewer lines, keeping our maintenance up. In the past, it's been neglected as far as walking and having maintenance on the entire city. So this is another, I didn't even know we had one up behind your building. And I've been doing this for 6 years now, so surprise, surprise. Okay?
Noted.
Yeah, just one quick question. What do you guys anticipate the monthly fee, what it'll cost to rent? Like, what are you shooting for as far as price point?
Sure. So I know we included that in the application, ranging from the market rent for a studio at $700 to on the high end with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, about $1,600.
Thank you.
So those are considered market rate, is what we'd call it. So a
Right.
question I would have, and I don't know that you might or might not have the answer, but as far as low-income subsidies or anything like that, is that any part of your project? Or I know we say market rate, but I always ask, whether or not we're looking at some type of subsidized housing.
That wasn't part
Okay.
of the plan. I mean, we would have
No
to.
subsidized housing was the understanding, I believe.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, very good, thank you. Any other questions or discussion?
I'm excited for you to, we're always concerned, what's going to happen with the property because it was quite a bit lost when the nursing home closed. So I'm happy that you found this and are willing to take it on.
Thank you. We're really excited about it too.
I think you guys' biggest problem is trying to figure out that, I watched the city video you guys were in, is the bus stop. That's going to be challenging because of a hillside stopping and going up the hill and allowing, what I'm saying, people to crosswalk there. That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, that came up last week, and we were really excited to be getting positive feedback from, that other people are considering it. So we're open to conversations about how to improve that.
Yeah, that'll
so
help.
Don't rain on their parade, Commissioner.
No, I'm not raining on their parade, but that would help you, Lisa read to the college kids up there at ICC, and that's, I'm saying if we have to put a bridge up there or something, let's figure this out,
Yeah, we want to make it as accessible and safe as
Yeah.
possible. So open to those conversations for sure.
Very good. Well, thank you for being here tonight
Oh,
and
thank you.
answering our questions.
Yeah.
So. Thank you. All right, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4887, here to attach an ordinance approving updated comprehensive plan and official map for the city of East Peoria, be accepted on its first reading as read by the title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Well, after 2 years of hard work, Ty, we want to thank Ty, again, Ty, the whole planning and community development team, many parties, the stakeholders, the steering committee. 2 years, and as the council knows, a couple weeks ago, we had a working session before a prior meeting, which was the last attempt to, again, gain input, last comments. So again, the comprehensive plan is a guide for our future, development and zoning. And so it hadn't been updated in 20 years. And again, the intention is, as the plan's called 2045, that again, it'll be our guiding element, but a living document for the next 20 years. And it was much needed. The information was updated. The input, the various sessions that were held to get public input was good. And but what's in front of us tonight is the approval of the final version. And I'll turn it over to Ty. Ty, you have anything else to add?
Just very briefly, thank you to everybody that participated. It really was a team effort. I mentioned in my memo, but thank you to the Regional Planning Commission. They were able to secure a grant through IDOT, and that helped cover 80% of the project. These are not cheap endeavors because there's a lot of public engagement opportunities, which we did have. I will mention, one of the items that was identified in here, and I think we've talked about a little bit, is this development boundary. We have an agreement with Washington already in place. The consultant strongly recommended that we do something with Morton. I'm pleased to announce that as of today, I received notification that they have gone through the process, and Morton had that approved, and so the next step, I believe, is going to be getting that recorded. So we're excited to move forward with that. After the first of the year, I know our Planning Commission is ready to get going and start looking at actionable items and how we implement it. There's a lot of great recommendations here, and it's something that we're going to need to kind of work through, and the devil's always in the details. So we'll be presenting those as we move forward here in the next year with the plan.
And I'd just like to point out some of the things already included in here are action items we've actually been working on while we were undergoing this process. So, yeah, we'll see some fruits of the labor fairly quickly, I believe. So, Any discussion?
I also want to express my appreciation for all the hard work. It's been a long process, and appreciate you sticking with it. Just this last week, I had a meeting at Public Works, and Jeff was there, and we were talking about maintenance and everything else, but then we pulled up a Google map and just looking at East Peoria and all the surrounding area at East Peoria, and it's a whole lot more to think about than just what we normally talk about, but the potential that's out there. And I think this document is important to help steer that, because without it, many things can happen. We can lose the right to some of the things that we want to see happen if we're not proactive in getting this established. So I'm happy we're doing it.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-080, resolution approving the proposal from Laser Electric for the fiber optic cable between the new police station and City Hall installation project, be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-080 be accepted on its first reading, as read by its title, and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
This one's easy. I think it's easy. Shouldn't be anybody here against it, but I just shrunk up. Hold on 1 second. All of a sudden, I shrank up all my notes. The amount is $24,950, and it's really to bring the fiber optic connection, as the description read, from the new firehouse to the City Hall. So simple, straightforward.
From City Hall to the new police station,
City Hall, what did I say?
fire station,
Oh,
firehouse, whatever you say.
okay.
We need to
Yes,
announce that.
new police station.
Are we building a firehouse?
No firehouse.
Commissioner got
Cancel
really
fire.
excited over here.
Don't tell the cops yet.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4886, here to attach an ordinance approving park use policy for city parks for the city of East Peoria effective January 1st, 2026, be read at length by the clerk, and that said ordinance number 4886 be accepted on its first reading and be hereby adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Madam Clerk? Hey, you should have saved this one for the next meeting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Whereas with assistance from the East Peoria Community Foundation, the Foundation, and OSLEG grant funding from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, IDNR, the city recently completed construction of all 3 planned phases of the Levy Park project in the Civic Plaza adjacent to the Civic Complex in the Levy District, the Levy Park project. Whereas with the completion of the Levy Park project, city officials have determined that a use policy should be implemented for use of Levy Park and nearby park areas located along the Illinois River riverfront, the park use policy. And whereas the city has determined that in order to maintain the newly completed Levy Park and its facilities for the citizens of the city of citizens of East Peoria and the members of the general public who visit the Levy District in East Peoria, it is important to take steps to ensure that policies are implemented to prevent damage to the Levy Park and its facilities while allowing the designated limited use of these facilities as provided herein. Whereas the city has determined that these use policies will ensure the quiet enjoyment and use of adjacent properties in the Levy District and along the Illinois River riverfront, which includes residential development and hotel lodging, by imposing reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions on the use of city parks. And whereas the City Council hereby finds that it is in the best interest of the city, its citizens, and the general public who are guests in the city to designate a portion of the Levy Park facilities as a limited public forum as provided herein, and to adopt the park use policy attached hereto as Exhibit A and incorporated by reference effective January 1st, 2026. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, the recitals set forth for the above are hereby found to be accurate and correct and are adopted and incorporated herein by reference. Section 2, the city hereby designates the stage facilities in Levy Park, the area within 8 feet of the stage facilities in all directions in Levy Park, as a limited public forum. Section 3, the city hereby adopts the park use policy attached hereto as Exhibit A that will be effective as of January 1st, 2026. Section 4, this ordinance is hereby ordered to be published in pamphlet form by the city clerk, and said clerk is ordered to keep at least 3 copies hereof available for public inspection in the future in accordance with the Illinois Municipal Code. Section 5, this ordinance is in addition to all other ordinances on the subject and shall be construed therewith, excepting as to that part in direct conflict with any other ordinance, and in the event of such conflict, the provisions hereof shall govern. Section 6, if any section, clause, or provision of this ordinance is held invalid or unconstitutional, the invalidity of such section, clause, or provision shall not affect any of the other provisions of this ordinance. Section 7, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, 10-day period of publication in the manner provided by law.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. As she started on the onset of that, this is about, well, as we've just finished up, you even say the East Peoria Foundation, completed the Levy Park, the water park or the splash pad was completed just in time to close it for winter. But as we needed to look back and, we need to look at all of our parks, again, the Riverfront Park, this park, and put it in place, it was prudent as we finish those projects to review and put our use policy in place, because, as we want to maintain and make sure that our parks are used safely for years and for the benefit of our citizens. That's what this is here for in front of you tonight, is to make sure that we enjoy these parks and they're used for years to come.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4885 here to attach, an ordinance updating and revising the city's employee deferred compensation plan, section 457 plan, be read at length by the clerk, and that said ordinance 4885 be accepted on its first reading and be hereby adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Madam Clerk? Yes.
Sorry, it should not be read at length.
Not read at length?
So it should say be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
Okay.
Sorry.
No?
Very good.
Okay, then we're going to not read it length. I'm going to actually put Scott on the hot seat, because recent changes at the state level have driven some of these changes in our plan. So I will let you, if you will, give us a brief synopsis of the.
I think it's actually maybe the federal.
Yeah, the change being made to the employee deferred compensation plan is driven by changes at the federal level.
Federal.
These are driven by IRS code provisions that set up these types of retirement savings plans. So there was just some provisions added that we needed to make sure we're on our plan. Essentially, in a nutshell, it requires certain, if you have meet a certain income level, it's pretty high, it's like 145,000, then you need to, so when you get to be age 50 and there's another catch-up provision, you can start contributing more to your retirement plan under this 457 plan. And the law has changed that if you make over 145,000, that has to go into a Roth type of deferred compensation plan. So this is just aligning the city's plan with the federal requirements.
I think it's 150,000.
Oh, 100.
What I thought.
I always got, okay.
You stated,
Yeah.
but either way, 145, 150, I don't know that anyone today qualifies, but yeah, this is to bring us in compliance with the new IRS rules.
Because again, the overview of the information was that they had pre-tax and Roth previously, and now they only have Roth at the end.
Right, well, so if someone was in this category, they would be able to contribute their regular amount to the 457 plan on a tax-deferred basis, but any catch-up deferrals that you can start doing once you reach age 50, and then they've recently added a second catch-up provision for people ages like 60 through 63. So if you actually meet those requirements, then you have to contribute that to the Roth IRA, which is not tax-deferred, as you noted.
Very good.
Very good.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Your Honor, that completes it for me
Very
tonight.
good. Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Commissioner Decker?
I have nothing, Mayor.
Very good, sir. Commissioner Sutherland?
I have 2 items, Your Honor. One I have to read. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-079, resolution approving the proposal from Hare Construction, Inc. for slip lining sewer mains located off Centennial Drive be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-079 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, what this basically is we had a sewer main that needed some emergency repair up off Centennial Drive. Then that repair was completed, and the slip lining will help the longevity. I think I think it's like a 700-foot run between the 3 manholes that's going to be repaired. But in the future, my goal is to have all of the sewer mains going through the woods in East Peoria, and there's a lot of them, be slip lined, because most of them are clay. A sewer pipe, and clay had a life expectancy, like I've said before, of 25 years. Well, they quit making it back in 72. So a lot of the clay mains that you see running through the woods are 75 years old, 60 years old. They've outlived their life 3 times already. So this is going to be more and more coming up as time goes.
Very good. Yeah, for the record, we're lining 763 feet of 10-inch and 546 feet of 12-inch. So, all right. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Okay, my second and last item. Whereas Clint Williams has been continuously employed by the City of East Peoria from March 1st, 2011 through the end of the day on January 2nd, 2026, most recently occupying the position of wastewater operator. Whereas Clint Williams announced his intentions to retire from employment effective on January 2nd, 2026. And whereas the city is appreciative of the long and continued service provided by Clint Williams, and whereas it is in the best interest of the city to execute the attached separation agreement. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, the above recitals are found to be true and correct. Section 2, the mayor is hereby authorized to execute the separation agreement with such changes as the mayor, in his sole discretion, may decide are in the best interest of the City of East Peoria. Mr. Mayor, I move you that resolution number 2526-081 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Like I said earlier, I've been doing this for about approximately 6 years now, and I've never heard a complaint from this man. He is a good person. I am going to miss him because, you know, one of the things I hate about this position is to correct indiscretions by employees, and we very few have any in this city, and this gentleman has given me no problems at all. Thank you.
Very good. Any discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, I did not know him well, but what I did know of him is I don't know of an enemy he had. I think I've always heard he's a great worker and appreciates service to the city. I believe, what, 15 years or so?
Yeah,
And
almost.
good luck in your, hopefully he enjoys his retirement and does quite a few fun things.
Very good. Any other discussion? Yeah, just as a matter of record, I'd point out that he has some time that we owe him. He'll be paid out in one installment. The amount will be $11,674.93, paid on or before January 15, 2026. And for those that wonder what that means, he had prior IMRF service with another municipality before he came to work for the city of East Peoria. And I just want to wish him well. He's been an outstanding employee and commissioner. I couldn't agree with you more. We're going to miss him. But wish him the best in his retirement. Don't know what his plans are, but wish him well. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
That's all I have tonight, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mingus.
I have nothing tonight, Your Honor. Excuse me, my item was pulled tonight, Your Honor. I have nothing.
Very good. Well, you'll have it next time. All right. Any comments from the public on a non-agenda item? Please come forward. I'm seeing no one. Comments from the council. Commissioner Decker.
I think the only thing I'll talk about tonight, Mayor, is the, again, very proud of the work that Public Works did during this most recent storm. And I know the police department, fire department also, it's harder work whenever you're working in those environments. One thing I used to always enjoy while working on the fire department was in these times of storm, we would have the plow drivers actually watch out for the engines and ambulances, and when it got to be very bad weather, they would pay attention to where we were going to make sure that we were able to get there. I've told this story numerous times. It was I think 2010, 9, 8, somewhere in there, that the weather was so bad that some of the plows had kind of given up, and our plows would escort us to the hospital just to make sure that we could get there and back, and the residents that we were taking to the hospital were safe as well. So I always appreciate that. One thing I wanted to say is they do a great job. If you ever notice, though, after an event, as it starts to warm up, there was that snowpack that then starts to melt. It could be a great path that people drive on, and then as it melts, it seems like you've it looks like you haven't even plowed. But that's not the case. If you start to notice, even after the plows have come through your street, that a while later, as the temperatures heat up, if it starts to become a dangerous condition again, give Public Works a call, let them know that. They do expect things like that, and they'll help however they can. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Hill.
I have a couple things. One, I've just received the other day, which many of you might, and I thought, since we do not have our electrical aggregation contact, or maybe we do through our broker now, but I just received, and so I just wanted to sort of, a letter called Electric Supplier Choice Confirmation. So it's a formality letter that came out, and it says right in it that you are receiving this because one of I think 3 reasons, and The number two is for most of us, it's a resident located in an opt-out government aggregation program area pursuant to Illinois law, and you've chosen not to opt out of the aggregation. So it mentions the our Constellation Energy. So again, nothing to worry about. It's a normal part of the aggregation, and it's a normal communication. It comes out on Ameren letterhead. It talks about Ameren continuing to be your delivery choice. I know recently I've experienced a delivery where power went out. So the power goes out, again, it's Ameren's responsibility. And if they can get anybody to come out on Thanksgiving Day, as they could not in my case, they are responsible for the wires, the actual physical aspect of the wire or your electric distribution. But that letter's normal. Don't worry about it. It's just a formality required by law. So with that, I think we'll wish you everybody a Happy New Year or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We do not have another meeting, and we'll see you in the new year of 2026.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Sutherland, still writing.
Yeah, I've only got a couple things tonight.
Okay.
I have a question about the new police station. Will it have, I didn't say do it, but capabilities of having radio dispatch just in case, like, of an emergency? Because we're county-wide right now. Will we have capabilities of calling our police department on our own if something fails in the county?
As far as, I don't know. I
You mean
don't
as a
believe
backup?
so. So,
like a
just so
fallback.
you know, countywide, our backup, and right now, I still serve on that TC3 board along with Chief Zimmerman. They're working on an agreement with Peoria County. So, as it stands today, the plan that was approved by the state, our backup center is in Morton, but all the employees operate out of the Pekin facility. And the Morton facility, it was too costly to upgrade with the new equipment that's going to be required by the state. So as what we're currently doing is working on an agreement with Peoria County to be our backup in case something should happen in
And then we
Tazewell
would be
County.
their backup maybe also, or not?
I don't. Their backup is in Bartonville, Peoria counties. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
I want to hit a little bit on the weather too, because I was impressed by what our city did with the snow removal. I have absolutely no complaints. And the state did a pretty good job too in front of my place. One thing that I want to talk about, just brush, and that's ice melt. Ice melt goes down to minus 15 and minus 10 degrees normally. Some is better for pets than other. I mean, it's not like your pet's going to walk on it and all of a sudden get sick and die. But what happens is if your dog walks on ice melt that's not friendly to pets, they lick their paws, and then that will make them sick. And a lot of people that use salt only works until 26 degrees. It quits working at 26 degrees without chemical help. So people that come in and buy halite or crystal salt, unless you're just wanting attraction to go up the side of the hill off Main Street in East Peoria, you know, 'cause people live off Caterpillar Trail, they could use that because of its attraction, but as far as melting goes, you'll get virtually nothing out of it. So, and new concrete can't have anything on it for a 1-year period. So anybody that's got a new driveway, new sidewalk, don't put nothing on it. Even ice melt that says safe for concretes, it's not. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mays.
Yeah, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Like Commissioner said, we won't be back here until after the holidays.
Very good. So I'm going to give kudos to Public Works. They did a phenomenal job. That storm was brutal. It's been a rough start to the season, and they've stepped up and have done an excellent job, I feel. I know Sunday was a struggle with the hills. I saw some comments, but I mean, as fast and heavy as that was coming down, it was nearly impossible to to keep up with it. So, and I always like to remind people, I had a couple complaints about secondary roads, neighborhoods. Those are always done after the primaries are cleared. And in events like we had on Sunday, it's impossible to keep the primaries cleared without continuing going up and down them. So secondaries will always be secondary for that reason, but I think they've done a phenomenal job. Police and fire have been extremely busy. Kudos to them. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the East Side crew. These guys have been working their tails off, guys and gals, and making our place a little festive. Finally got the park up and decorated. They've been working their tail off after setting up Winter Wonderland. So they've also been putting up more Christmas displays down here and trying to make it a little more festive. So I want to give them a shout out. They've been burning the midnight oil, getting this stuff up and decorated in time for the holidays. So, and then last but not least, thank all of you, and thank city staff for all you've done. 2025 has been a busy year, and 2026 looks just as busy for us. So I appreciate all your efforts and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. With that, I'd seek a motion to adjourn.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Mr. Mayor, I move you that we adjourn until Tuesday evening, January 6, 2025 at 6 p.m.
May I have a second, please? Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mayor, sorry, I put 2025, it should be 2026. January 6, 2026, my bad. I'm sorry.
Very good.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're adjourned until we meet again.